Good evening and welcome to the Advisory and Finance Committee meeting of September 17th, coming to you from the Great Hall in Town Hall in Plymouth, Massachusetts. We'll begin tonight's proceedings with the call to order. Ms. Butler, you are here. I see you running to your seat. Mr. Dunn.
Here.
All right. Mr. Jacinto. Thought I saw him earlier, but I don't see him now. All right. Ms. Keating.
Here.
All right. I'm here. Mr. Malaguti. Ms. O'Connor.
Here.
Mr. Pizarro. Don't see him either. All right. Mr. Ramey.
Here.
All right. Mr. Renaud.
Here.
Ms. Richards is absent tonight. Mr. Snyder.
Present.
All right. Ms. Tompkins.
Here.
Yeah. Mr. Trudell.
Present.
Mr. Vecchi will not be here tonight, and Mr. Pizarro just walked in, all right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are present, we have quorum. This meeting is going to be conducted in a hybrid format with some participants attending physically and others attending virtually via video conference application. Ways to watch include watching it on Comcast 9, Verizon 47, or on the local Scene streaming channel, www.youtube.com/@PlymouthMeetingSLS. Any speaker may give public comment and is allotted up to 5 minutes in which to speak. Public comment can be made at the beginning or end of each meeting or in regard to a particular agenda item the speaker wishes to be heard on. The Zoom login information for anyone who wants to attend virtually, including members of the public who wish to give public comment, can use one of the following methods to do so. Join via the Zoom app. Download the Zoom meeting app on your device, click on Join, then enter the meeting ID 995-2986-0638, and then the meeting password 100131. Or join via the website, www.zoom.us. Click Join a Meeting on the top right-hand side, and again, enter the meeting ID 995-2986-0638, and the password of the meeting is 100131. Or voice only via telephone, dial 929-205-6099. The meeting ID again is 995-2986-0638, and enter the meeting password 10031. So as we begin tonight's meeting, is there any member from the public that wishes to make a comment? Yes, Mr. Levin. Please, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Len Levin. I'm the clerk of the Community Preservation Committee. And the reason I'm joining you tonight is at the meeting on I think it was the 10th, when the articles were brought before you for consideration, there were some questions about a couple articles that didn't have a unanimous vote. And I believe there was a couple of the members asked why those people didn't vote for it. And I'm here to just kind of, I know it's past business, but I thought I would share with you, since I was one of those people for a couple of those articles did not vote for them, I thought I'd share with you my reasoning for not voting for them. And our chairperson, Ed Bradley, said it's money. Well, we know that everything is about money. So as far as Article 10, the Habitat for Humanities, as you were told, we have engaged this affordable housing consultant to help us weed through the noise of making sure the applications are serving the town of Plymouth to the best possible ability. I thought the extra $70,000 was money that Habitat for Humanities could afford. I'm all for affordable housing, and that's some of the best affordable housing we have to offer to our residents. I'm all for supporting affordable housing. But again, I thought that that $70,000 was money that we could have spent elsewhere. I was also, as a resident of Plymouth and the Pine Hills, I was surprised to hear that the Pine Hills had an affordable housing trust. I didn't know there was any such thing. As far as the Memorial Hall, I again voted against that. for those who hadn't followed it, the original request to the CPC was for $22 million. That whole process seemed rushed to us, and it was clear that we felt that we were being asked to do something that was going to burden the CPC for a long time and affect its ability to apply its funds effectively. As we all know, that was withdrawn, and then this other article came up for historical study. I think it was you, Mr. Lally, said that if you get a contractor, if this ever goes through, there may be another historical study. As part of the presentation for the 22 million, there was talk of using $5 million out of free cash to fund that project. And my thought was, well, if we have $5 million in free cash, and if this study is so important, then let's use the free cash. When I was appointed to the CPC last summer, the CPC was in debt to the tune of $13 million. We had committed to $13 million. If you all know, the CPC gets roughly, with the state support, roughly $4 to $5 million a year. And we are spending a lot of money on basically borrowing. And it was my commitment to the select board when I was asked to be appointed to try to get the CPC's financial order in-house. I don't know if you knew this, I don't think Ed said it when he talked it, but all those articles this year are being funded without any borrowing, which is a big point for us. And we're going to continue to do that, at least as far as I'm concerned, so that we can get the CPC to a point where we're doing projects that we can afford, not just projects we want to do. So that's all I have to say about that. And I appreciate the time tonight, and I hope my comments would be helpful. I know the articles have already passed the agenda, but I thought it might be helpful to hear from the person who had actually cast a no vote. So thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Mr. Levin. We appreciate your comments this evening. Is there any other member of the public that wishes to make a comment at this time? All right, seeing none virtually, seeing none in the room, we'll move on with the agenda. And our first agenda item this evening is to approve the minutes for August 27th. Have you all each had an opportunity to review them? All right, Mr. Dunn.
Can I just make a quick edit? I'd like to have it reflected in there that I don't think it's a good use of the town's money to spend money on a lawyer to harass our employees on the labor attorney.
Okay. So with that said, Ms., any further questions for the board? All right. Seeing and hearing none, Ms. Butler, would you care to make a motion to approve the minutes as amended by Mr. Dunn for August 27?
So moved.
Mr. Dunn, would you care to second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion among the board? Committee, rather. All right. Seeing and hearing none, Ms. Butler, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Dunn?
Yes.
Mr. Jacinto?
Yes.
That was a yes from Mr. Jacinto. Ms. Keating?
Yes.
Mr. Malaguti?
Yes.
Ms. O'Connor?
Abstain.
All right. Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Mr. Ramey?
Yes.
Mr. Renaud?
Yes.
Mr. Snyder?
Yes.
Ms. Tompkins?
Yes.
That was a yes from Ms. Tompkins. And Mr. Trudell?
Yes.
All right, motion carries with one abstention. So I think that makes it
11. 11.
11. That doesn't sound right. Just one moment.
We got 2 people in, so that
Oh,
probably...
that's right, okay, so 12 and 2,
Yeah, well, it's 11 and 2.
12,
I'm sorry. Yes, 12 and 2.
12 voting and one abstention, correct?
We have 2 noes.
Who was the other no? We didn't have any, no, Scott Betchy's not here.
All right, so I don't know if you want that abstention or no. Okay,
It's just not voting.
okay. So,
So it should be 11, 0, and 1. So the motion carries 11 yes, 0 no, 1 abstention. All right, now we're on to the minutes of September 3rd. Any questions about the minutes for September 3rd? Seeing none in the room, seeing none virtually. Mr. Jacinto, would you care to make a motion to move the minutes for September 3rd?
So moved.
All right, Mr. Jacinto moves. Ms. Keating, would you care to second? All right, we have a first, we have a second. Is there any discussion among the committee? Seeing none in the room, seeing no interest virtually, call for the vote. Ms. Butler, how do you vote?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Dunn,
Yes.
Mr. Jacinto.
Yes.
All right, yes from Mr. Jacinto. Ms. Keating. All right, Mr. Malaguti.
Yes.
Ms. O'Connor.
Yes.
Mr. Brazzaro.
Yes.
Mr. Ramey.
Yes.
Mr. Renat.
Yes.
Mr. Schneider.
Yes.
Ms. Tompkins.
Yes.
That's a yes from Ms. Tompkins. Mr. Trudell.
Yes.
All right. Motion carries unanimously. I'm sorry. Mr. Jacinto. Okay. So tonight, the first article we are going to hear is Article 7. And that is Morton Park Town Brook Culvert Project, dedication of town-owned land, to see if the town will vote to dedicate those certain areas of town-owned land shown as being in the vicinity of Town Brook and Morton Park Road on the plans entitled Plymouth Morton Park Road Property Plan and Summary Sheet, Morton Park Road, dated July 2nd, 2025, prepared by SLR Consultant, on file with the Town of Plymouth Engineering Services Division, as they may be amended, otherwise known as the plan, for the purposes for which they are presently held, and for drainage purposes and for access purposes, including pedestrian, vehicular, and heavy equipment access, to include without limitation construction, maintenance, repair, and replacement of one or more ways, culverts, slopes, and any and all related appurtenances, and further, to authorize the town's acquisition by gift, purchase, eminent domain, or otherwise from James R. Sanderson Sr. or the owner of record of 68 Morton Park Road, Plymouth, Massachusetts, of 1, a temporary easement shown on the plan as TE-01 for clearing, grading, removal of a stone wall, and any other purposes described herein, and 2, a permanent easement shown on the plan as PE-01 for clearing, grading, maintenance, all as may be necessary or convenient to accomplish any and all such purposes in connection with the Morton Park Town Brook Culvert Project, or take any action relative thereto. With us tonight is Mr. David Gould from the Department of Energy and Environment. Good evening, Mr. Gould.
Good evening. Thank you. I'm just going to go through literally a couple slides with you all just to sort of illustrate what was just read. So as you might recall, a few years ago, the town began the process of replacing 2 culverts in Morton Park. So if you go in through the back entrance of Morton Park, you pass over both of these. One's a small box culvert, one's a larger arch culvert. That arch culvert has Town Brook flowing through it and was therefore eligible for some federal highway money to improve passage for diatomous fish. And so we applied for that funding and received $2 million towards that project. And the easements that were just read are requirements of that grant funding. So we're going to designate where the culvert will be replaced. There's already a culvert there, but where the new culvert will be for highway purposes. And then there's some temporary construction easements on the adjacent private property. That owner has been extremely helpful and cooperative. He's not looking for any financial compensation for that. And lastly, what I can tell you is that we did go through the process of talking to the Executive Office of Environmental Affairs about Article 97, just to ensure that there were no implications. So their review was that all the existing parkland remains existing parkland. You will be able to walk in the same places, fish in the same places, hike in the same places. So no changes in use, so no Article 97 implications. I know this is a little tough to read, excuse me, but I'll try to illustrate this the best I can. The roadway up here is Morton Park Road, so this is coming in from the back entrance, and there's an existing culvert at this location. Town Brook is flowing downstream towards Plymouth Harbor this way. The new culvert will be in this location, and this area will be designated for highway purposes, and then there's a temporary construction easement on Mr. Sanderson's property to access this area. Those are the easements that are required by the grant. Those are the ones we're pursuing. And then this area here shows a permanent. That is because Federal Highway wanted us to put it as permanent. We won't need it as permanent, but it's easier to go from permanent to temporary than temporary to permanent. So we're following their guidelines in that. And that is essentially the entire project.
Thank you, Mr. Gould. Any questions from the committee for Mr. Gould? Yes, Ms. Butler.
This is just a general question. I thought it was illegal to touch a stone wall. So what do you have to do to change a stone wall?
Oh, if that's true, then I'm probably in some trouble after all the years that I've touched stone walls. So stone walls, and in this case it's true, there are stone walls that will oftentimes have property bounds located within them. The area in which we do know that the stone wall has a property bound will not be touched. But no, we can remove stone walls and put them back, or remove sections if we need to.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? I see no virtual hands raised. No other hands in the room. Is there anyone that wishes to make a public comment about Article 7? Seeing none in the room, seeing none virtually. Let's see, we're up to now. Mr. Malaguti, would you care to move Article 7?
So moved.
All right, Ms. O'Connor, would you care to second?
Seconded.
All right. We have a first, we have a second. So is there any discussion among the committee? I see no one raising their hands remotely, no one in the room. So with that, I'll call for the vote. Ms. Butler, how do you vote on Article 7?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Dunn.
Yes.
Mr. Jacinto.
Yes.
All right, yes from Mr. Jacinto. Ms. Keating.
Yes.
Mr. Malaguti.
Yes.
Ms. O'Connor.
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro.
Yes.
Mr. Ramey.
Yes.
Mr. Renaud.
Yes.
Mr. Snyder.
Yes.
Ms. Tompkins.
Yes.
All right, I heard a yes from Ms. Tompkins. Mr. Trudell.
Yes.
All right, the motion carries 12-0 and 0 abstentions. All right, we'll move on to Article 8. I think, again, Mr. Gould's presenting Eversource easement, Article 8, Spring Lane, Jenny Pond easement, to see if the town will vote to authorize the Select Board to grant and convey to NSTAR Electric Company, DBA Eversource Energy, access and utility easements for the installation of a pad mount transformer and equipment, underground wires, underground transmission lines, underground cable, and conduit, together with lines for control, relay, and communication purposes over, across, upon, and under a portion of town-owned property located at 0 Summer Street, AKA Spring Lane, in the town of Plymouth, Massachusetts, as shown on a plan dated 4/9/2025, on file with the town clerk, and take any other action thereto. Mr. Gould.
Thank you very much. Article 8 is to approve an easement for the Jenny Gristmill project. That project, as you know, is dam repairs as well as a Nature Lake Fishway around the mill. There is a significant amount of utilities within Spring Lane itself, including electrical. There is a utility pole that's currently in one of the sidewalks within the jurisdictional limits of the dam that we want to have removed. One, because it's blocking ADA compliance with the sidewalk, and we want to get that out. It has transformers on the utility pole. We want to get that out of the jurisdictional area of the dam. So we will be putting a pad-mounted transformer outside the floodplain area, and then we'll be running all the conduit and wiring from there to a pre-existing electrical cabinet. All the work is within the roadway, and I will try to show you this very clear plan. But for those of you who know this area well, this is Summer Street, and you're going into Jenny Park. So the gristmill is sitting over in this area here. That utility pole that is in the jurisdictional dam is located here. It's blocking access, ADA compliance access to the sidewalk. It has transformers. All of that will be removed to a pad-mounted transformer outside the floodplain here, and then all the new conduits will run this way to an existing cabinet. So everything will be within the roadway, within the public easement, and this would allow Eversource in the future to be able to go in and do all their required maintenance if they ever need to for these electrical lines.
All right, any questions for Mr. Gould from the committee members? Seeing none remotely, seeing none in the room, does anyone wish to make a public comment on Article 8? Again, seeing none remotely and seeing none in the room. There's cheat sheet out again. Mr. Pizarro, would you care to move Article 8?
So moved.
All right, and Mr. Ramey, would you care to second?
Second.
All right, is there any discussion among the committee? Seeing none in the room, seeing none remotely, I'll call for the vote. Ms. Butler, how do you vote on Article 8?
Yes.
Mr. Dunn?
Yes.
Mr. Jacinto?
Yes.
Mr. Jacinto says yes. Mrs. Keating?
Yes.
Mr. Malaguti?
Yes.
Ms. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Mr. Ramey?
Yes.
Mr. Renat?
Yes.
Mr. Snyder?
Yes.
Ms. Tompkins?
Yes.
Ms. Tompkins says yes. Mr. Trudell?
Yes.
All right, the motion carries. 12-4, 0, no, 0 abstaining. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. Gould. Have a
Thank you very
pleasant
much.
evening.
Thanks.
All right, we are currently scheduled to hear Article 25, but I understand there's been a change, and so would Mr. Mand et al., and I think we have the et al. Portion of the petitioner tonight, please approach the podium and give us your name or names and share your announcement, please. Is the mic on?
Paula Marcoux,
And you live where?
Lake Road.
Okay.
Nancy McCundon, Old Sandwich Road in Ellisville.
Okay, great.
Love Albrecht Howard, Long Pond Road.
All right.
And we have another colleague in the audience, David Peck.
Okay, great. So you wish to withdraw this article, is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So it'll be no motion, no action on our part.
It's a petitioned article, so it can't be withdrawn.
Right.
It's just no motion, no action.
All right, so the committee will make no motion, no more action. We will not hear any questions or discussions. And you can save those for public comment, which is coming up momentarily. All right. Actually, I think I'll use chairman's discussion since we have a little bit of business to discuss after this. So is there anyone who wishes to make a public comment this evening? Mr.
I do have a statement.
All right,
Is that
well,
all right?
you're up, so please begin.
Thank you. Members of the Plymouth Stewardship Alliance, of which we are several, met with the members of the Planning Department and the Planning Board and agreed to collaborate on the reformation of the Earth Removal Bylaw Committee as soon as possible. The committee will undertake the review of our current earth removal bylaws with the goal of strengthening them as well as addressing enforcement details so that large-scale sand mining, like we've seen at 71 Hedges Pond Road and 10 Collins Ave, ends. We feel this is a win for both the town and the Plymouth Stewardship Alliance because we have a very positive, collaborative path forward. The PSA and the town are almost excited about getting this going, as it is a partnership forged specifically for the betterment of the town and the people of Plymouth. Because of this development, we recommend no action, no motion on warrant Article 25. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there any other member of the public that wishes to speak? Reminder that it's 5 minutes.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. Steve Bolton, Chair, Plymouth Planning Board. I want to start by thanking the Stewardship Alliance for their hard work and their willingness to address concerns that were raised by the town and move this process forward in a collaborative way. It is a great example of exactly how the town and the community can work together. So, to give a little bit more detail as to the agreement, as to what we're all trying to move forward with, what we're going to start working on almost immediately is the creation of a draft scope of work for a consultant in order to obtain pricing as to what that would cost, with the idea of moving forward with an article for spring town meeting to obtain a consultant to assist an earth removal bylaw committee in reassessing our current bylaw to strengthen it and to make sure that it meets all of the needs of our community. The committee itself has not been comprised yet. We are working on trying to create some parameters for that. Those will be finalized to a certain degree at a joint meeting between the Select Board and the Planning Board, which will be taking place on November 12th. And we'll be asking to be heard by the COPC the following week, with the idea that each of those bodies would be asked to recommend and/or appoint members to this committee, subject to certain parameters. Again, we're looking at creating a somewhat unique community here, committee here, with both broad range of opinions, ideas, and technical abilities. This is a little bit more than just a discussion committee, but rather it is a committee that we're looking for people with varying skill sets to assist. So those who are interested in the committee hopefully will step forward, but we certainly are looking for people, especially those with legal, technical, legislative backgrounds, to try and help guide this process so that we can create the best bylaw possible that meets the needs of the town, that meets the compliance requirements of the state, and meets all the legal requirements. So the goal will be hopefully to have appointments made in December and the first meeting of the committee sometime in January of the next year. Again, thank you, committee. Thank you to the Stewardship Alliance. It has been a great process working together, and look forward to doing it going forward. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bolden. Is there any other member of the public that wishes to offer comment this evening? All right, well then, seeing and hearing none, we will move on to some upcoming meetings announcements. First, I want to say that we are not meeting next Wednesday, September 24th, or next Thursday, September 25th. We will be meeting on Wednesday, October 1st, primarily to make any last-minute approvals, including approval of minutes from prior meetings prior to town meeting. We are canceling the meeting of October 8th. We have 6 precinct meetings that evening. Oh boy, maybe it's down to 5 now. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Tompkins. And I want to remind you again that we are holding right now for a meeting at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday, October 18th. In the event it's necessary, I would expect that we would be able to give you a pretty firm update on the Wednesday or so before Saturday. So it will be important to have quorum that day. Unfortunately, I believe it will not be a hybrid format that morning. So, but hopefully we will not need that. Precinct caucus assignments, we're very close to getting them out. We still haven't heard from one precinct, Precinct 4, about their October meeting in that window, but we're going to go ahead and make those assignments. Ms. Tompkins has been helping me through that interesting matrix, and not long after the meeting on the 1st to approve minutes, we should expect minutes by meeting from Ms. White. So that's it for my announcements. Does anybody else on the committee wish to share something with your colleagues? All right, and one last chance for public comment. Seeing none virtually, seeing none remotely, it's now time to our favorite motion of the night. And I think I'm up to Mr. Renat. Would you care to make a motion to adjourn this evening?
Absolutely.
Okay, Mr. Renat makes it first. And Mr. Snyder, would you care to second that motion?
Happy to second the motion.
All right, we have a first from Mr. Renat, a second from Mr. Snyder. Is there any discussion? Seeing and hearing none. Ms. Butler, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Dunn?
Yes.
Mr. Jacinto?
Yes.
I think I heard a yes. Mrs. Keating?
Yes.
Mr. Malaguti?
Yes.
Ms. O'Connor?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Mr. Ramey?
Yes.
Mr. Radat?
Yes.
Mr. Snyder?
Yes.
Ms. Tompkins?
Yes. Yes.
This is a yes from Ms. Tompkins. And Mr. Trudell?
Yes.
It's unanimous. We are adjourned. 30 minutes past the hour.